Make it pop it.
All right. Welcome to the show. How the hell is ya? It's a beautiful day in sunny California. I'm inside. I'm depressed. I just got back from Colorado. Fucking whole new lifestyle, dude. Whole new lifestyle. If you don't know how to disassemble your fucking engine block, transmission, and or have a bank account the size of, I wouldn't say it, I mean, you got to be making $100,000 a year, I think, because that's gonna go ahead and get you over to, because you ain't gonna know shit. If you don't know shit about mechanics and disassembling a transmission on the fly, on the go, if you can't fucking troubleshoot a whatever you're driving, and it's gonna have to be a 4-wheel drive vehicle. You're not gonna just get out there in some pansy ass 2-wheel drive fucking rice rocket. No motorcycles, unless it's an ATV. And then still, I don't, a Polaris is a new word that I just fucking learned. That's for, I'm used to your run-of-the-mill white trash fucking 80s ATV vehicles. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to, motherfuckers that put it together with parts they found. They found a frame. They got 3 different tires on there. Those are the ones we saw as kids. If you had like one that was one whole one, it was like, we thought we were meeting somebody famous. You must be famous, boy. Hey, boy, are you a college boy? Oh, excuse my nicotine habit. So I was out at parts. Oh, if you followed the Instagram, you know where I was at. Kinda. I mean, nobody could find it. My brother doesn't want anybody to know about it. He's got a healthy mistrust of mankind, and rightfully so. If you know him, people have always been trying to do him. Some people fucking, you get somebody that just wants to do you wrong, and so you move out in the middle of fucking nowheresville, where, let me tell you, dude, that person would have to be dedicated to get to my brother's house. I mean, I don't know what he would have to do. It's nothing that he has done, because he doesn't do anything wrong. I have never seen my brother wrong somebody. He's autistic, yes, and a good kind. The spectrum where wiggers and creative wiggers meet, with good hearts. And that's my brother. I love him to death. But man, he would have had to, I don't know, dude, kill somebody's dog. I mean, you're still not going to go 7 miles on a fucking dirt road that's kind of maintained to fucking get up there. Get up there and fucking murder him. He lives in a place where it's like Misery. If you recall, old girl Kathy Bates, which was Kathy Bates ever a sexual being? Did anybody ever, who saddled up and rode that mug, if I may? Did anybody ever watch Kathy Bates and go, fuck yeah, dude? Fucking mash out on that, dude. No, fucking maul her out, dude. Pull her pants down and maul her out right there, boy. I don't know that, man. I mean, she's the grenade. She's the grenade when a bunch of boys go out and they fucking, you know, they got to take one for the team so the whole squad can eat. The whole squad can get up on a pack of wild wildebeest females. You know. Excuse me. That's disgusting. That's another thing. I slowed down smoking out there, that's for sure. When you go fucking, a mile, how much is a mile? What is it, 6,000 feet? So his house was 7,500 feet up in the sky. And, it's hard to breathe. It's hard to breathe up there. As soon as you get up there, excuse me, I need some coffee. I need a cup of coffee. This is when I need a producer. Someone will give me my fucking coffee when I'm ranting and raving. I mean, Colorado's beautiful. It's fucking gorgeous. It's like California. It's like if California did it right. Like they actually treat their citizens like adults. They have laws that they can use, citizens can use. But yet you have the beautiful mountains. Obviously you don't have the ocean, but people live in California and never go to the ocean. I know people that haven't been there their whole life. You know, so it's like if you put everything into perspective, it's better than California. You know, they are, well, listen, land, $500 an acre? How the fuck? Who the fuck? Man, I wish I had a dad. I wish I had a dad. I grew up without a dad, so I'm gonna be the best one I can be. I wish I had not just a dad or a mom that knew finances. That was like, hey, listen here, son. That's a bad idea. You shouldn't buy that fucking '03 Corolla for $7 grand. You shouldn't go to a buy here, pay here fucking scumbag that puts a GPS. Anytime you purchase a vehicle and they put a GPS tracker in it, because they're most likely all their customers are going to get it repoed because they can't pay the 3 times the market value. It's I'm putting that out there for you kids. I'm here for you. If those type of things occur, you might want to rethink the deal. You might want to think about saving your money or buying one straight out. You got to buy it straight out. All right? I'm here for you. I'm here to tell you all my fucking downfalls of when I was fucked over. And not just once. Listen, I'm a glutton. I'm a glutton for pain. And I've heard that the Irish, listen. What do they say? If you do it repeatedly, you're crazy. If you keep getting the same outcome. That's me with finances. Me with finances is me thinking I'm going to get a different outcome. I'm going to get a better car. It's going to be better this time. It's going to be a better used car. Those things don't go together. You can't get a better used car. It's always a gamble, unless you're buying it from your uncle, somebody in the family that you can go back and tell them what the fuck, and you know where they live, and you can just show up at any hour and be like, dude, the head was bad. I want my money back. I want my money back, cousin Pedro. Oh, this segment of UDvE, Infamous, sponsored by BioFreeze. You got a bad back? Have you been pushing your used '03 Corolla through the streets of Loma Linda because you purchased a lemon and somehow you signed a paper that fucking passed on the responsibility of the lemon law from the scumbag buy here, pay here owner onto thee, which is thou, which is you. And you now are pushing that thing that you just made your first payment on, plus the $1,000 down, on an 03 Corolla that you still owe $5,500 on. And nobody stops, dude. Listen, nobody's stopping. You're pushing it, dude. You're somehow one man pushing it. You know, you got to steer and push. You got the driver's side door open. You know, people are honking. People are fucking pointing, laughing. Okay? All right? What are you going to do? You ain't got no time to give fingers. Carl, you're pushing it up a hill. It's a slight couple percent grade. Okay? You're not going to stop. You're not going to just stop, dude. You're going to lose all your traction. You're going to lose all your momentum, if you will. Okay? And at that moment, when you do have enough of the kid that looks like he voted 17 times for Joseph Biden, only he doesn't know nothing about him. He just got peer pressured. He watches too much CNN. He's like, dude, Papa Joe, dude, about to dominate in the paint, dude. He's going to do all types of shit for POCs, bro. I'm not even a POC, but I'm going to vote for him. And you take you slowly take your fucking hand off of that vehicle, dude, and you turn around to grab your balls, dude, and also throw up a middle finger. And what happens, dude? Your old fucking carpet cleaning injury kicks in and just cripples you. Just crippling pain. Feels like you popped a kidney, but it's really just an old herniated disc that your ass just aggravated because your blood pressure got up to about 180, dude. Biofreeze. You get 5 large patches, cool the pain. It's got 5% menthol, which is illegal now in, I think, is it 50 states? So kids, if you get a hold of this, you can just buy you a pack of Marlboros, take you one of these large patches. That's 5%, so you're going to need 20 of them. Get 20 of them, and you can Google, how do I extract menthol from a patch, and or yeah, and you can then take that, you can dip it. You take your cigarettes, and you dip it in the menthol, and there you go. You got your cool. So that's like a 2-in-1 deal here. Temporary relief from minor aches and pains of sore muscles and joints associated with arthritis, backache, strains, and sprains. This is for external use only, so don't try to use it internally. Shout out to my infamous gays out there listening. You're not gonna, you and your man are fucking having a good session. You're taking it to Pound Town. You get a little too excited. You go past balls deep when, he can't handle all that, dude. He can't handle everything that you're shoving down that mine shaft. He can't handle her, dude. And so when you're done and he can't sit down, you go, hey, I got some Biofreeze, dude. It's good on backaches. Uncle Dust talks about it. Maybe we can put one of those on your, on your fucking, your BP, which rhymes with toy cussy. I'll let everybody out there figure that out. BP. And that's your abbreviation. B is in boy. P is in, rhymes with fussy. Rhymes with tushy. Okay? I'll just leave that up to the imagination. You guys can figure out. This is up on YouTube. And your boy doesn't want to get taken down for the... I lost count. It doesn't even matter anymore. I mean, let's be honest. This is your boy's open mic. There's no open mic. Seriously, this is what your boy does. Okay? Your boy's got his camera and his light that his wife bought him. And he's got his mic. That's what he's got. A little recorder. Okay? Biofreeze. Cool the pain. Thanks for sponsoring the infamous Uncle Dust versus Everything podcast. Sorry for the heavy breathing. I just breathe hard. I get a little excited. I had sex today. That's right. 42. I'm still having sexual intercourse with other living beings. So that's a plus. They seem to enjoy it. You know, they're not just laying there like a dead fish. They're giving it back. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate that as an older man. You know, I appreciate it, dude. And you know, men out there, I know you're thinking, hey, listen, Uncle Dust, shouldn't I just be slaying as many different pieces of other people as I can in this here while I'm on Earth? Yeah, that's good. I mean, you could try that. But also recognize that having one that knows how to throw it down is better than 10 different ones. When they know how to hit your gizzard, as I like to call it. I like to call it a gizzard. Okay? Everybody has a gizzard. It's that special spot. When it's being hit, it's like everybody played Little League. All men, most likely, unless you were, you know, one of those not straight-wristed. And if you're not straight-wristed, what are you? It rhymes with gimp, pisted. Okay? Maybe you're one of those. And you were full-blown out there. You weren't in the closet. Which I'm sure I had a lot of. It was always the kid that was dancing in the outfield. We all know what was going on, dude. You know what I mean? I always had a kid that was dancing in the outfield. Everybody had that kid. From Little League, from T-ball, up until your parents basically stopped making you go. Because there was always those kids that they were being forced to go to sports. Like, they didn't want to be there, and you're like, what? You don't want to be here, dude? Like, you don't like Jose Canseco and what he's trying to climb over Madonna's fence, dude? Or was that him, or was that Sean? Oh, shit. I'm over here burning the mic. Or was that Sean? Was that Sean Penn? I forget if that was Sean Penn or Jose Canseco that tried to climb Madonna's fence. Is this... Oh, I'm sorry, I just got sidetracked. Is this supposed to be... Is that supposed to be for... Is that supposed to get me to join the military? When I see it now, it just looks like what we would have looked like if Corona would have kept going. This is what we all would have looked like. Fucking... This is the uniform of the Civil War over Corona. I guess I don't even think you could mention Corona anymore without getting I'm gonna get a mark. YouTube's like a teacher. They're like one of those teachers that just keep reminding you over and over and over. You can't do that. You can't talk about shit. You can't even have hyperbolic humor, you know, and talk about. Am I allowed to say bad AIDS? Can you still say? I've been saying bad AIDS since the beginning. I don't know if it caught on. I put this video out, dude, and it's still funny. It's funny on Instagram to put out videos of anything. You don't have to put Trump out, but if you put anything, like I put out this, it's a kid. It's this young POC. I think you have to say that so you don't get fucking a young black kid. And he's happy as shit, dude. And he's singing a song of, what's my man's name? Shit. He goes by like MAGA something. MAGA. I forget what he goes by. MAGA something. It's a rapper. It's a black dude. And he's talking about the Chinese flu. He's talking about, you know, we got Trump's back. And he's rapping. And it's like a little catchy tune. And it was more about the kid. The kid's like, he's like 12, dude. You know, and he's happy and he's fucking rapping about it. And it's like, who gives a shit, dude? But I knew it would get a reaction, even now. And of course, you got some comments on the Instagram like, man, fuck this. It did straight up like, fuck this kid and fuck Trump and anybody that supports him. I'm like, really? That's what you took from that? It's just a kid having fun. Like, he's just sitting there rapping in the camera. Like, he's You don't know nothing about nothing. It's like a catchy little tune. Is it really that serious, man? That's the hate. Is those people. And they're always going to be there, man. You know, they're always going to be there. This segment is sponsored by Cheese Wow. Are you not lactose intolerant? Can your gut handle just about anything? You've been drinking for 20 plus years, and you want to test your iron gut? Well, let Cheddar Cheese Wow put some air into that, and some flair into that derriere. Okay? You want to feel like your guts are going to rupture at any second? Get gassy, dude. I'm talking about more gassy than a dairy farm, bro. Okay? And it looks like they stole the Pringles guy. They stole the goddamn Pringle guy's logo. That's got to be a copyright infringement. Cheddar Cheese Wow. Now with 7 grams of total fat. Servings per container, 2 tablespoons. Give or take 7 servings per container. 7 servings? Well, so basically you get 2 servings. This is a 2-serving situation. Cheese Wow. So, yeah, Colorado was fun, man. Colorado was a blast. We went to, they got I watched my brother's dogs. He went to the Caribbean. My brother was in the Caribbean. I think I talked about it before. He called me like the second night he was there, and he tells me that he's eating at a restaurant, and my brother's got gold teeth. He's got, which aren't permanent gold teeth. He's got a grill, and he's very proud of them. He's very proud of these gold teeth. It's like he made it. It's like you would think he would have just bought a home the way he gives a shit about these fucking teeth. Oh. I gotta take off this fucking sweater. Oh. Oh, so we're, sorry about that. So we're, he calls me, you know, I'm watching the dogs way out in the middle of fucking bumfuck Egypt, Colorado, dude. It's out there, bro. It's out there. You can literally do anything you want. Nobody would find you if you killed somebody. Like, sorry, bro. I mean, somebody would track you down. Even in today's, I guess there's a camera 7 miles down at the gate. There's a gate. There's a gate that nobody will let you in. There's no code. You have to have a garage. It's like a garage clicker. And if you don't have that, you're fucked, dude. You ain't getting in. You're waiting. Too bad. So fucking sad. You could literally wait there for hours, dude. So you got to remember your clicker. But then that'd be the only place they could get you. That's where they would catch you on camera, and they'd have to catch you taking your victims in. So if Dahmer, you know, instead of moving to Milwaukee, moved to fucking BFE-C, he'd have caught at least, you know, he was stepping his game up, dude. At that end, he was doing numbers at the end. He was getting greedy. You know, instead of taking one limp wrist, you know, fucking bear / twink / fucking, you know, whatever the foot. I feel like those are almost like positions, right? They're positions. It's almost like is that because they're men? I think it's because they're men and they watched a lot of sports. And so as a gay man, you still have that in you. You're still a dude, you know, you just, you know, you and your boys like to poke around in the human mine shaft. You know, you guys like to fucking hang out, drink beers, and listen to Tupac, and then, you know, instead of just respectfully smoking a joint, passing out, you know, looking at weird videos on YouTube. You guys, you feel each other. You feel each other bumping into each other, and you got shaved arms. Feels like a female's. All of a sudden, you guys are fucking smashing hams. You guys are just fucking, taking her to fucking Pound Town, USA, dude. And listen, I'm not here to knock you, dude. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to clear the air because that room would be fucking lofty. I'm talking loft mafia, dude. You need to get a lot of air freshener in there, my friends. A lot of cigarettes you're gonna need. Somebody would die to have that room smell like nicotine instead of Jeffatine. Shout out to Ovaltine. It just rhymes. I don't know. It's the fucking inner 42-year-old rapper in me. Oh, excuse me. So, basically, because they're men and it's their boys, right? And we all grew up generally the same way. Army. We all wanted to be in the Army. Chuck Norris, Rambo, James Bond, Inspector Gadget, Dicks. It's on the list. It's on the list. Things that young boys all did, no matter where they grew up in America. Okay, generally, you wanted to be in the military, Navy SEAL, wrestle alligators, fucking wear cowboy boots, be a cowboy, be Doc Holliday, suck dicks. These are things that just got added on at the end, right? Played sports, right? Played sports. Either that or you were forced into sports. You were the kid out there doing the fucking demi-plie with your glove, always throwing your glove up and catching it when the fucking game's underway. It's like, what the fuck is Troy doing out there? Troy don't want to be there, dude. He got other shit to do. Literally. He has other shit to do. He ain't got time to be out there fucking worrying about the count. Talking about 2-2 pitch. He wants to pitch and catch. It's just different ballpark. Different ballpark, folks. Okay? It's not at the Little League field fucking, Ontario. It's not Riverside fucking Little League field, MVP. Alright? It's his boy Greg's field. And he wants to play, bub. He wants to go deep. Yuck. So, but I think that's why they have these names for their styles of play, if you will. If being gay is a sport, which it seems like it is, because they have positions like twink, bear, and if I may go over them with you now, I'd sure appreciate it. Let's see how long you can hang. Okay, let's play a little game called This Is Gonna Explain Gay Positions in Life. Okay. Now, I don't know if this applies to all gays. I just know that my brother has told me about this situation. Whether that he's gay or not, I don't think he is. But maybe before he dies, he'll come out. Maybe. Possibly. Who gives a shit? Still love him the same. I mean, we're fucking 42, dude. Like, I haven't done some fucking weirder shit than doing gay shit. I'll tell you that, dude. I've done way weirder things than call my best friend a bear and, or power bottom. It sounds like an audible, right? It sounds like you're out with your boys. You're out with your boys in the schoolyard, and you just watched fucking Monday Night Football. Fucking Peyton Manning was at the line with his big Frankenstein head, calling fucking Red 62, power bottom. Power bottom, go. 2 on 2, power bottom, Bear. Power bottom. Twink 62. Twink 62. You remember, this is what they call, well, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, early 90s. And, we play, you play wiffle ball, pick up basketball, foursquare, tether ball, fucking, shout out to tether ball, dude. Blackouts, bro. Come on. Rolling blackouts, dude. Also, there was a game called Smear the Queer. And now, I don't know where this game originated, and we didn't even know. Like, all we knew was that queer was, like, the word itself, the sounding of the word queer was like, it just meant you were it. We knew in context that it was, nobody wanted to be it, which was, the word was queer. So Smear the Queer. And you'd take a ball, whatever kind of ball you had, football, basketball, it could be anything, just a ball. And you'd fucking throw it up. And if it hit you on the way down, then you were it, which would be the queer. And then however many kids were there, it could be 5, it could be 10, it could be fucking 20. You'd have to take off. Now, there was no goalpost. There was no, goal line. There was no stopping, no timeouts, no out of bounds. So if you ran off the grass field onto the basketball concrete, you were going to have those 20 guys after you. They were all coming for that ass. And I don't know if I like to picture, a lot of people would go, that game's homophobic, but I like to picture that homos made it up, homosexuals made it up. I like to picture that it was a good thing. It was like, hell yeah. It was like, smear the queer, dude. Like, fucking, let's do it. Like, I can't wait to fucking pony up and mount this man. You know what I mean? And they just, they chased him down. And they, a couple of them reach around. People were playing grab ass. I mean, it's a homosexual game, because you're grabbing everything while you're in that pile, boy. Let me get some of that, boy. Hey, boy, let me get a little something. And you're down there just trying to get a little something, trying to get a little cent for you, get you a little something to stick around after the game's over. You can just, that sounds gay as shit to me. So I don't think it was a bunch of what do they call it? What's the word? What's the word for homophobic? I don't think it was like homophobic dudes that were standing around like, what should we call this game? It makes more sense. I guess it could be, but it just makes more sense that way, that a bunch of gays were standing around and they were like, we got this ball. None of us know any rules to any sports. How about if we just throw it up, dude? And if that ball hits you, boy, you about to get it, kid. You about to get that good stuff. You about to get that raw. I'm getting pumped right now. People start stretching out, dude. Like, this is, the big buck. Shout out to Buck, dude. That was another game that me and my brother saw on a movie. Like, we would see it in older New York movies. Like, if it was a movie from the 20s, like a Depression movie where it was supposed to be in the Depression, and it'd be like kids line up against a wall. Like, they put their heads in between the guy in front of them's legs from the back. And this sounds like another one. It's like, well, we can't have sex in the street, so what can we do to, curb our appetites, to curb our hunger? How can we curb our hunger for man ass? And they just, so they line up. So you got 10 kids. They all put their heads in between the next guy's legs. And then that guy bends over, puts his legs between the next guy's legs, and so on and so forth, until the front guy is against the wall, a dead-end wall. And then I don't know exactly how the turns work, but a kid comes running and tries to jump as far as he can and see what back he can land on. And I'm not sure how the points accumulate, or if he gets to, touch somebody's fucking navel after that. I don't know. I just know that the game is called Buck Buck, and it sounds like, well, what are they going to do afterwards? Are they going to go, what else sounds like Buck Buck? I mean, you don't have to have that good of an imagination to imagine where Buck Buck is leading. I mean, it's Bucktown, USA, which is another one that's kind of questionable, the saying from Brooklyn. Bucktown, USA, dude. I mean, a lot of these, if you listen back to a lot of rap from the 90s, there's a lot of erotic tone, powerful impact from Buckshot. And there's another name right there, Buckshot. It's like, what's he taking it to Bucktown? I mean, as far as I know, Bucktown, USA is a place it wasn't Brooklyn. Bucktown, USA is when you're feeling a little frisky, and it's just you and your boy, and you're playing Sega You're playing Sega Genesis, dude. You're over here playing Altered Beast, and you're fitting to be a beast, dude. You're about to alter that. You're about to alter that beast, dude. You know what I mean? You're about to fucking Free Willy and take it to Bucktown, USA, dude. Just fucking pin your boy down and, let the frolicking occur, okay? But there's a lot of, rest in peace the dog, dude. Big DMX, right? Rest in peace, one of my favorite rappers to listen to. He had a homoerotic activities in his Stop, Drop, Shut 'Em Down, Open Up Shop video, where they're like, they're all like buff dudes with their shirts off on the prison yard, which is like, was that for? Because those rap videos that are in that gangster-ish lifestyle depiction images, it's like, why they always want to have their shirt off and act like they're in a prison yard, and it's just all dudes. Is that for the ladies? Do ladies look at that and they're like, fuck yeah, dude? You imagine like 12 buff-ass prisoners with fucking do-rags on? Like just hitting the iron, no women around? What's really good? What's really good in the fucking prison yard hood? What are we doing? I just want to know what we're doing, dude. I don't know what we're doing, but rest in peace the dog, dude. I ain't saying that he was, I guess the black community gets upset. They're not so acceptable. They're not so accepting of the, if one of their kids pop out and they got, Laquan Jamal is in the left field playing demi-plie when the rest of us are trying to get up to bat at the bottom of the ninth, dude. That's another term, bottom of the ninth, dude. Bottom of the ninth. Bottom. Power bottom, dude. Is that where that comes from? Power bottom. Catchers. These are all tight ends. All these are like, before I heard the terms bear, which, back to, is it? So a bear is a big burly, as far as this is what I've been told. This is from my brother and other sources that are to be unnamed at this junction. If I get them on, I'll just have their voice changed to protect their identity. But I believe a bear is I picture like Dan Severn. If you have any UFC fans listening, if you remember the great Dan Severn, he was like a Greco-Roman god. Just a big old, looked like Luigi if Luigi was on steroids. If Luigi was a real man from Super Mario Brothers. Or Mario, either one. And he was on steroids his whole life. Ever since he came out the womb, he had more hair than a werewolf, had a back like fucking, a Mack truck. That's what I was told. That's like a bear. Hairy, man, like what you would consider manly, mustache, beard, just ready to, he's just ready to go hard in the paint for you, son. He's ready to take it to that bedroom, dude, and go hard. He go hard, boy. He go hard in that paint. So that's what I understood a bear was. And then you have the next position in the sport of gay is a twink. And I don't know. I guess I would think it comes from twinkle toes. Like the twinkle toes, which I don't know where that comes from exactly. Twinkle toes. Like twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder how gay you are. Up above the clouds so high. Like some cum that's in your eye. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder how gay you are. I picture that's like a dude that, he just... Maybe that's what gays sing to their little sons when they adopt them. When they're just picturing how fiery, how feisty they're going to be when they get older. They just look at their little 2-month-old boy that they just adopted from the Sudan, and they just lay a twinkle, twinkle little star on them, dude. You know what I mean? They don't care. They're from an Islamic background. You're here now. You're here now, Hassan. You're here, Muhammad. You're mine. And I'm going to make you mine, boy. I'm fitting to make you mine, boy. So, so, basically, a twink is I'm going to take a shot. Let me take a shot here. So, a twink is like... a twink is like the old school, like, I guess what they sold to me as a stereotype in movies in the 70s, 80s when it showed a gay dude. Like, weak, always weak, frail, purdy. They had purdy mouths. They had little soft lips. They had, yeah, they were like little drinks of water, little, looked like they, when everybody else was out playing, Smear the Queer or whatever, they were in there fucking, playing teacups. So, you got, twinkle would be like a lightweight. It's like a lightweight gay. You know what I mean? Like a cute, like a, feminine-ish, I guess you'd say. Like, no scarring. No damage. The goods aren't damaged. Face doesn't have scarring from fights and, playing doorbell ditch. I don't know who's getting injured playing doorbell ditch. Who the fuck's getting injured playing doorbell ditch? Well, I guess if you've well, they didn't call it doorbell ditch, first of all. We all know what they called it if you're over fucking 40. All right, had another name. Did the word I'm not going to use right now. Catch me outside if you want to hear that word. You just don't lay it on the internet like that. But you might have fucking caught the wrong one, and he found you and dented your face. I guess that could have occurred. Getting sidetracked from the twinkle toes here. So we got the bear. That's That's in there. Okay. The twink is the purdy, lightweight, feminine, probably gonna get dominated. I'm gonna have to have a real gay on here one time to tell me that situation. I figure I guess I don't need a real one on here. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I can imagine that it is. Feels like it's a dominated. That motherfucker's he's getting dominated. Okay, there's no paper, rock, scissors to who is receiving and catching. Another sports term. These are all sports terms. That's why I say that it's a choice. Okay, this is a sport. You're not born that way. Okay? You're playing a game. All the slang is sports related. It just is what it is. If you want to come on here and debate me, stand in line. Okay? It's not happening. Okay? We need a sponsor. This segment of Infamous is sponsored by Marble Blacks. You stressed out? Did you catch a bad nicotine habit sometime in your life when you were drunk at a bar? Maybe you're in the Navy, maybe you're in the military and they weren't giving breaks, but you noticed that every 20% of your comrades would be gone for 15 minutes every hour, and it was excused by your chief. And you go, hey, how come you guys get to go hang out and watch the fucking waves off the side of the ship every 15 minutes? And they go, we smoke, dude. What the fuck you think? What do you think, we're not going to smoke? And then everybody else that didn't smoke would be like, well, why can't I go back and go get a soda? Why can't I go get a drink of water every 15 minutes? Why can't I go do jumping jacks every 15 minutes? How about I go jerk off? I haven't jerked off today. Can I go jerk off? That only takes me 15 minutes. I'm 20 years old, dude. Pulling out real quick, dude, standing up. No big whoop. Chief don't like that shit. Plus, Chief smokes. Okay? He smokes and dips. So what do? You take up smoking. Then you notice you're living in California. The price of cigs are going up. You know, even on the ship, they're going up. So you start out Marlboro Reds. You know, you're smoking like the King's tobacco, right? You're smoking that fine cig. And then you go, dude, I can't afford this. So where do you go? Marlboro Black. Let's say you're gay. All right? Let's say you're a twink, dude, and you're taking beatings on the regs, bro. Having the time of your life, dude. You're winning championships. You got all these positions you're trying to dominate, dude. Power bottoms are coming after you, dude. Twinks, bears, other twinks. You know? I feel like rodeo clown should be in there somewhere. A rodeo clown. He's like the guy that distracts when one of the dudes gets too aggressive, has too much testosterone flying around the mats. And he, I just feel like the rodeo clown would come in and distract from said domination and break up the play, right? He stops the play. Let's take it down a notch, fellas. You guys are getting too abusive, okay? Because you're both dudes, after all. You guys are getting carried away with your banging. And why not enjoy a fine Marlboro Black? Marlboro Blacks. If you can't afford Reds, Marlboro Blacks. Thank you for sponsoring the program today. We thank you for that. All right, moving on. Watched a great movie the other day, dude. Fucking Cotton Comes to Harlem, bro. Fucking phenomenal, dude. I got my phone right here, but I can't get on there. The cover, if you go to my Instagram, put it up on there. It says Detective Grave Sender and what's the other one, dude? Grave Sender and somebody. Oh, damn, what's the other detective? Dude, first of all, the 70s were full of blaxploitation movies, they called it, which it was basically, they were fun. They're like fun movies. They had to knock everything when, I don't know, people have to put terms on these things, and it's like, dude, blaxploitation is better than any of this identity politic movies that come out today. Any of them, dude, I'll put up. Any of them, dude. Even the remakes of these superhero movies where they make them a certain identity. It's like, bro, blaxploitation dominates in all categories, dude. Best looking broads. They have the best. They found, like, I don't know if they were actresses or not. Probably not. Probably most of them weren't. Maybe half and half. Titties. Every 7 minutes, dude, there's a set of Nubian titties, dude, that are just gorgeous, dude. I mean, beautiful titties, dude. I mean, shout out to whoever was doing the hiring of blaxploitation Nubian titties, because they had to see the titties. I mean, they're gonna show them in the movie. Somebody got to look at them bad boys. I'd like to be that guy. Can I be that guy? It's got a Red Fox cameo, and he, it's like drugs. Drugs are involved, and they're smuggling it in cotton. That's what it is. That's why the cotton's in Harlem. It doesn't even. The point is it really doesn't need a plot, dude. It's just got glorious. It's fun. Where like people are getting thrown in the air by like these two cops throw a Nation of Islam dude probably 10 feet in the air. They just grab him and throw him up, and the other guys catch him like a fucking stooge. It's great, dude. Which made me have the idea of an Infamous parody, which would be basically me. Picture me or someone, it could be like a Chris Farley knockoff, I guess, joining the Nation of Islam and being hungry like a white guy. He's a white guy, but he's hungry, dude. He's hungry for respect, bro. But he's just goofy. And he's always fucking shit up. But he's like, maybe he's a stepson, because as black and militant as these NOIs want to be in other supremacy groups, it's like, they can't stay off the white broads, dude. They always got a banging white broad in the cut, dude. It's like, of course, that's their queen. Some fine, milky jugs, dude. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be the stepson has to go, but he's just goofy. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get the why they're really there. He just looks at these guys like they're his buds that he grew up with, except they're now all, because they're not autistic or slow or whatever, however you want to say it. They're not like fun loving, where they're just, now they're militant, but they can't hurt the kid. And he's just, he's always fucking shit up, dude. He's fucking up the bean pie sales. He's always eating the bean pies when they're trying to sell them. He's always over there. He can't, but he always goes over. Maybe he goes overboard on Whitey when they're going off on him. Maybe he's always going off on the Devils, but he can never, his heart's not in it. His heart's not in it. So that's why he's going overboard, because he just feels like he'll get the love and respect of his NOI crew. If he's going over the top with it, then he'll fucking get the, the nation's respect, if you shall. That's the Chris Farley movie that needs to be released. Fuck Beverly Hills. Oh, that'd be phenomenal, dude. I can't tell you how much I'd pay for that movie to be made. Anybody want to put that together, dude? Holler at your boy. We can put that together. Nobody has the balls to do that. And it'd be funny. It'd just be funny. It'd be purely funny, dude. There's no political agenda. And people don't, everything's got to have a political agenda these days. And it's like, can't you just make some dumb shit, have some balls? Is there that movie? If there is a movie like that, please let me know. If there is a Nation of Islam like comedy where this situation occurs, or something like that, a situational comedy. You know, why don't they have Step Brother? Why don't they have more, like, I can't believe there's some movies that haven't been brought up that I like. Soul Man, the guy's, it came out in the mid 80s. The guy is wearing blackface the whole entire time. He's doing it to use affirmative action to get into college because he couldn't get in. It's a great premise. It's not funny. I mean, it was amusing. But there's better ones. There's some that are I've talked about it before. It's not Keenan Ivory Wayans. What's his name? Shit. My man Van Peebles. Mario Van Peebles' pops was this pioneer in like the 60s and early 70s of movies of they're like shock value. So it's a white guy that turns into a black guy because he's racist, and then he has to go through it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I forget the name of it. Anyway, I'll have to fucking put it up on the gram. It's another good one where you're like, what the fuck, dude? This is fucking great. I just came across that one. I didn't see it back in the day. I just seen that. I look for shit like that. I'm all up in blaxploitation at the moment, dude. Shout out to blaxploitation. Underrated genre, dude. Fucking so good. The 70s were just the best. 70s and early 80s. I turned on my Fire Stick, Kodi, and you can type in year, and it gives you every movie you can watch. 86 has... The whole list is like every movie you'd want to watch. Every movie, dude. I think it's the year that Big Trouble came out. Big Trouble in Little China. Beverly Hills Cop, I think, 1. I think Missing in Action 1. Fucking bunch of bangers, dude. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was 86, maybe. But they're all bangers. And you're like, dude, this... And then you flip to 2021 and you're like, I'm not watching none of this. Maybe one. You might take a crack at like whatever the superheroes are, but the rest of them are trash. What am I doing on time here? 50. All right. Do a few more minutes here. So, yeah, I had a great time in Colorado. Great time, man. Shout out to my brother, man. He showed me just a bunch of hospitality. And Barb's up there. So thank you. And the 2 doggies, little snickerdoodles. Fucking dogs kept me company. And they had they got a pool. They got a hot spring that's like 2 hours out in the middle of the desert, dude. It costs like $20. They got a full bar. They got crazy plants in there that fucking bud every 200 years and good food. It's all hot spring water. So you got like dead skin. My brother pointed out there's dead skin by the pound floating in there, dude. And gross me out, of course. It's like, why are you showing me this? Because my back locked up like a fat ass, you know. Of course, I'm bending over to get some underwear out of my suitcase. Locks up, dude. I thought my liver popped. It hurt that bad where I go, well, I got a kidney stone. Because it was like, this is horrible. It couldn't breathe. When you breathe and it was like my lower up middle back area. It was like murder, bro. And I was like, dude, I had to fucking have a kidney stone. It's like, I've said it before, you know why people commit suicide. I get it. When you're in a lot of pain, I can't blame them, dude. When there's like no way out, and they feel like there's no way out. You know, I used to be like, that's the pussy way out, but I get it now, man. When you're in that much agony, you can get why some people would feel that that's the way to go, or that there's no other options. But there are. I'm here to tell you. Become a twink. Become a power bottom, dude. Get some joy out of life. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Infamous. That's it. Salutskis. Have a beautiful day. See you next week or tomorrow, whenever the fuck I pop back on.